From Random House Children's Books comes Growing Pangs, a relatable graphic novel by Catherine Ormsby and Molly Brooks about growing up and OCD. Katie's a little different, but her best friend Casey accepts her for who she is. But when Casey starts to act strange, Katie begins to worry. She knows tapping on a drawer 3 times won't make her worries go away, but she can't stop. Is something wrong with her? And will anyone want to be friends with her if they find out? Growing Pangs is available wherever books are sold.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, an Odyssey station. And if you're like, what's the Odyssey? Oh, Odyssey's cool. It's brand new, baby. And it's got a lot of stuff you love, including The Rock. If you get the Odyssey app, you'll be able to listen to The Rock wherever your phone is, wherever your computer thing is, your tablet thing is. Also, you can listen to the music, news, sports, and podcasts that move you. So check out Odyssey, AUDACY. Download the app today, Odyssey.
Let's play B Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, the Kraken. We're number 2. Draft pick. Oh, yeah, with our draft pick.
Yes.
Yeah, with our draft pick. Yeah. It's the first numeral thing with them, right? I mean, it's like, we're number 2. It's exciting.
Well, no one's chanting we're number 2.
I'm saying technically they're the 32nd team.
Yeah.
We're 32. We're 32.
Rev is he's slowly but surely going to get used to this sports thing. It's weird to see him even jumping on a sports bandwagon. I don't know what to make of it.
He already painted his house Kraken colors.
Yeah, I got a flag out there and everything. It's very exciting.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
I mean, it's great, but my brain doesn't know what to make of this.
I know. Will it be fine? Will it be okay with you if I just call it Sports Puck then? Will that make you feel better and more along the lines with me?
I might hit you over the head with a hockey stick if you do that.
Yeah.
Crazy, Rev. I'm all about supporting new fans. I'm not a gatekeeper of hockey, but I can't handle that.
Okay, so no Sports Puck.
No Sports Puck.
Let's get to our contestant. We've got Dan in Seattle. Dan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Dan will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Dan, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yep.
What did Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen lose in a 1984 auto accident?
His left arm.
Yes. Opera originated in what European country?
Italy.
Yes. The Ruby anniversary celebrates how many years of marriage?
25.
No.
20.
No.
40.
Yes. What kind of fruit juice is in a kamikaze cocktail?
Pineapple juice.
No.
Pass.
What kind of animal meat are carnitas?
Pork.
Yes. Hydrophobia is the fear of what?
Water.
Yes. Lake Tahoe is located in which 2 states?
California and Nevada.
Yes. Will Smith starred in the 2006 movie The Pursuit of what?
Happiness.
Yes. In Disney's Cinderella, how many evil stepsisters does Cinderella have?
3.
No.
2.
Yes. In Family Guy, what color shirt does Meg Griffin typically wear?
Pink.
Yes. What kind of fruit juice is in a kamikaze cocktail?
Raspberry.
No, just missed the perfect 10, but you got 9.
Not bad.
That's a good score.
Not bad.
Yeah. I don't think Steve's going to get that.
Well, let me get my song ready then, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Oh, well, don't get it ready yet. We don't want to jinx anything at this point in time. You can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Oh, man, look at these. Look at this. You're just full of it today.
Oh, thank you. I mean, is that a compliment?
Well,
It's all in the context of it. Yeah.
Steve, are you ready?
Release the Kraken.
What did Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen lose in a 1984 auto accident?
His arm.
Yes. Opera originated in which European country?
Italy.
Yes. The Ruby anniversary celebrates how many years of marriage?
Ruby Soho. Oh, crap. 25?
No.
50?
No.
10?
No. What kind of
5?
No. What kind of fruit juice is in a kamikaze cocktail?
Lemon.
No.
Orange.
No.
Grapefruit.
No. What kind of animal meat are carnitas?
Cow.
No.
Steak.
No.
Animal meat. Butt.
No. Hydrophobia is the fear of what?
Water.
Yes. Lake Tahoe is located in which 2 states? No.
Michigan and Utah.
No.
What? Utah and Nevada.
No.
Nevada and California.
Yes.
What?
Will Smith started the 2006 movie The Pursuit of what?
Happiness.
Yes.
It's spelled weird.
In Disney's Cinderella, how many evil stepsisters does Cinderella have?
3.
No.
4.
No.
2.
Yep, too late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You lose. Dolly Parton, 9 to 5.
Ouch.
Yeah, you got spanked.
Very, very bad. What a great job by you, Dan. Thank you.
Yeah, good job, man.
Stunk.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan gave me a very fine song, and ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for it.
I hate the song.
Dan successfully guessed, I feel that he guessed because it was his last guess there. The Ruby anniversary is 40 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Yeah.
One. Well, clearly.
The kind of animal meat that are carnitas is pork.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a cow nor steak.
Well, someone said that pork is not an animal, but you said animal meat. So that's
What kind of animal meat
is
is carnita?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But would you have taken pig?
Yeah. I mean, at the same point, yeah,
Pig
it's pig
meat.
meat. Yes. Sounds weird. And if you would have said it like pig,
There's a pig.
I would have been weirded out, just like I am now. And then nobody got what kind of fruit juice is in a kamikaze cocktail. Does anybody have a guess
Lime?
on? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so close.
Why was it? Oh, lemon drops for lemon. Yeah. Duh.
That's it.
I thought you were going to get it when you did say lemon because usually you go from lemon to lime.
Yeah, I just wasn't picturing it being a green drink. For some reason, I was picturing more of like a yellow.
All right,
But-
then. Yellow.
Yellow.
Well, sorry.
Someone said carnitas can be beef or pork.
Well, when I Googled it, it said pork. So that's where I'm going with it. Vicky?
Yeah, I thought that you could do both too, but I don't know.
I mean, I guess you could cook it the same way, but carnitas are typically pork.
Oh, sorry.
Well, there you go.
all right.
I've never had beef carnitas.
I should have said typically on that one. So I couldn't have gotten nitpicked. My bad.
Oh, boy. Well, that wasn't me that did it this time, at least.
Yeah, well, I know because Steve lost, so you don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I like that the texters are nitpicking. That's exciting. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, texters. Coming through for me.
Big time.
Got a new study? Half of the people in relationship claim that their current partner is the worst sex that they've ever had.
Jeez. What's going on?
Dude, I mean, I don't know how many they actually surveyed, but I wonder if
A survey of
that's the
15
case.
miserable people.
I mean, you think about it, though. I will say this. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, men have said that they really, really don't want to be with the kind of person that will give them the kind of sex that they want because they tend to be, well, unstable. It's like, you know what? She was amazing, but she's also crazy. And with women, I think it's like, yeah, they're looking for a lot more than just good sex. And I think I've heard a lot of women say that they've actually, oh yeah, my current person that I'm with is not the best sex I've had, but they're good enough. But they're good at
How
other
are you
things.
having these conversations with who?
just, in life.
What kind of board
people
game parties are you having where you're like, tell me about your sex life with your significant other?
Those kind of board game parties.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I've just been in these conversations, group conversations with people that, what usually alcohol's involved. And granted, it's been a while since I've had these conversations, but when I was a little younger, we'd have these conversations like, hey, would you say your partner's the best, whatever sex you've ever had? And I might have been on radio shows too doing it, Steve. Now that I think about it, because I used to work at a lot of female targeted stations, and we'd throw a topic out like that, and a lot of women would call in and go, "Yeah, he's not the best, but he's a good guy."
Damn.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder if
those conversations never come up in my circle of friends.
Well, you don't want to know. Who wants to know that?
Not I. I just want to know, like, hey, what'd you watch on TV last night? Yeah, right.
Well, I mean,
what are you listening to these days?
Well, not so much from your friends. Who would you want to know if that's how your spouse really believed? That's really what I'm looking at here. Is that?
Well, I hope that there'd be a conversation like, hey, can we try something this way or do this or stand on your toes or I don't know, like, hey, like, lean back or something. You know what I mean? Like there would be a conversation to make it better.
I would hope so.
Just being like, this sucks. This sucks. And I'm never doing anything about it.
Yeah, well, I know that at least Vicky has a couple of times has said that, not everybody's open to criticism like that.
No. It's hard because if you try to bring anything like, hey, can we do A, B, or C, then some people get really insecure or judgmental, and they'll be like, well, who did you learn that from? It's like,
the other guy.
Well, duh, you're not my first, and I'm not going to pretend you are. Or, they just feel self-conscious because it's not something they want to do. And that's nothing wrong to say, you know what, I'm not comfortable with that. But people get all weird when it comes to sex. They're not everyone's open about it.
Treat it like a football game. Have some film on the flight home, some like a little like film review study.
Just make sure you have your notepad, take notes.
Check with the offensive coordinator, you think.
Oh, of course.
You have somebody, drawing on it. Like, okay, so here's what went wrong. Okay, we want to get to this point over here. We're going to draw some arrows.
Get a panel of judges to watch while you guys are doing it.
Yes.
All right. Well, at least it's not getting weird.
9.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of a new job for myself. Just
be a sex evaluator?
Yeah, be a judge.
Sex judge.
Do that on your OnlyFans.
Well, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Sex judge. Vicky B.
Because they're like in the world of wrestling, like, there's like these guys that have gone on to like, be on TV and do the pro stuff. They'll be like, hey, for $50, send me a copy of your match and I'll critique it and go through it like line by, move by move and try and tell you how to get better. You could be that for the throes of passion.
Oh, I should get like a really cool fancy title like intercourse analyst.
Okay.
I'm down. I want business cards now.
Passion influencer.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
She said analyst, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, because that could be misinterpreted.
That you have to pay more for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. If you want that title to
You need
change.
the premium.
You can watch it live on OnlyFans. Get like the video screen where you can like circle things and put arrows and like John Madden back in the football days.
This is almost a good idea.
And I should have guest judges. Who wants to be in?
Oh, totally down.
Yeah. Danny? No?
Yeah, sure. I'll be there.
I mean, as long as you serve some alcohol.
Yeah.
I just like
duh.
that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, twist my arm.
Why not?
I've
I'll
been
drink
asked
some
to do
whiskey
weirder.
and watch people bone.
I mean, that's pretty much my Friday nights anyways.
Right?
Yeah, because I think Danny might be thinking, do we get to screen who I watch? Because man, I don't want to watch anybody that I don't find desirable.
No, I'll watch anyone.
Oh, you'll watch anybody? Oh, what a great guy.
Yeah, I mean, if it's to help, I mean, then at that point, it's not about that.
Yeah, and I'll be
look at
drinking
you
whiskey,
guys.
so I'll have the whiskey goggles on.
Right.
Oh, there's that, yeah.
And things won't work, as we've heard, when people drink too much whiskey. So it's not even about that.
True.
Okay, so you guys are just being altruistic. You're just trying to be helpers. Nice.
Someone said you've heard of life coaches. Vicky could be your love life coach.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's a great name. Love Life Coach. All right, and Vicky's got the
Coming
credibility.
soon to Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's the place. We got a news reporter that, speaking of sex, we have this is another job for Vicky. A news reporter had sex on the job because, but here's the thing, it was okay because she was reporting on a swingers club. So it was okay for her to have sex on the job. What? I'll tell you all about this at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Wow, this is a wild story. As a radio reporter went above and beyond to get the scoop on a swingers club in Denmark when she had sex with a man that she was interviewing.
Whoa. I watched the clip. They don't show anything, but they have the audio of them. And the whole time, like, I don't understand what they're saying. So I was like, I don't know if this is like FCC friendly or not, but you just hear like them, like the slapping of their skin while they're talking. And I'm like, that is a whole other level. Like, that's a podcast I'd subscribe to.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, her name is Louise, and she can be heard, as you said, moaning during the 2-minute segment they did on Radio 4 in Denmark. She said, quote, I don't have a boyfriend. That definitely made it a lot easier.
Wait, so if she had a boyfriend, do you think she would have been like, hey, I got to do this for my job?
Yeah. What do you want me to do, boyfriend? What do you want me to do? You talk about just a whole different way of thinking. She said her mother thinks it's just funny and laughs about it. And her father thought it was really cool.
Oh, it's a nice support system right there.
Yeah, I mean, wow, in this country, I can't imagine that being the response from parents, let alone the fact you couldn't even do something like that if you're a news reporter.
Yeah, if I was the dad, I'd probably be like, I mean, good luck. Don't play it. I don't need to hear the audio, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, I am going to trust that you did a great job on this piece, and I hope you win an award.
The X-rated segment focused on the reopening of a swingers club after the lifting of COVID-19 restrictions. And some felt that she crossed the line in journalism, but not her employer. The employer tweeted out the segment saying, quote, warning, it got hot for both our reporter and the guests.
Well, I mean,
wow.
I guess if there's any fear of you getting in trouble, if the radio station is sending the tweet out sharing, that's how I saw it. It was
exactly.
Their Twitter page.
Which, I mean, I can't imagine any American radio station not firing her for this. Wow.
Check out what Danny did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Now you just
hashtag yeah.
I have weekend plans now, BJ.
I just had breakfast, Steve. Thanks for that.
That's not a cigar.
Okay. Since we can't do it on air, I'm just going to call BJ and just be like, BJ, guess what I'm doing?
Zoom him.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want. Thanks, Steve. Yeah. All right,
boom zoom.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch my phone or my computer or anything this weekend. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Okay.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So this reporter is making news because she did a report on a swingers club and ended up having sex during the segment. All right.
Do you think she went into it like full on planning? I'm going to have sex with this guy, or she was just so curious and turned, excited and attracted to the guy that she's like, you know what? When in Rome.
Well, I think we should ask the expert. What do you think, Vic?
When in bone.
When in bone.
I bet she saw him. She's like, hell yeah, I want to do this.
In.
As it were.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. That makes that job awesome. I would say that makes that job awesome. And so based on this, we want you to finish this sentence. My job is or was awesome because of blank. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Don't know if you can actually top a news reporter getting to have sex at a swingers club, but tell us, finish the sentence. My job is or was awesome because of blank. We got your calls, we got your texts after Audio Slave on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
From Random House Children's Books comes Growing Pangs, a relatable graphic novel by Catherine Ormsby and Molly Brooks about growing up and OCD. Katie's a little different, but her best friend Casey accepts her for who she is. But when Casey starts to act strange, Katie begins to worry. She knows tapping on a drawer 3 times won't make her worries go away, but she can't stop. Is something wrong with her? And will anyone want to be friends with her if they find out? Growing Pangs is available wherever books are sold.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A reporter is making news because she did a report on a swingers club and ended up having sex during the segment. Based on this, we want you to finish this sentence. My job is or was awesome because of blank. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Joe Dredd in Seattle. Joe, you are on The Rock.
Good morning, you people.
Hey, what's up, Joe? Good to hear from you, buddy.
Well, I had a job in the 80s, and I know it's probably not going to come as any surprise to you guys, but for about 3 years, I was a strip club DJ.
I am not surprised.
No, I'm not surprised either. Steve, you and I both had interactions with Joe at our different stations, which is pretty wild. I don't think I ever knew that he was pretty much as involved with the end as he was with Buzz.
I've known Joe over 20 years now.
Yeah. And let's start at the beginning. I wound up being just like a doorman at a strip club, and they needed a DJ, and they found out I was good on the microphone. So I wound up, by the time I was done, oh, yeah, you thought that was funny. Anyway, by the time I was done, I'd worked at 5 different clubs in Seattle, and I got to the point where I found out the only person lower than the DJ was the doorman. The DJ really didn't matter that much.
Yeah.
But I did wind up hooking up with a lot of squish, if you know what I mean.
Oh, wow, that's an old... Wow, I haven't heard that phrase in a while.
Yeah, we're old school, buddy. We're the same age. So.
What was your favorite song to play at the strip club?
Oh, wow. I Want Your Sex by George Michael was always a good one to go to.
Oh, nice.
I wound up playing a lot of Prince. I wound up collecting Prince 12-inch singles at one point. Because the B-sides were always something that was a rarity. So that was kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
But,
it is an unsung hero's job. But you know what, Joe? When I was in the business, whenever I'd go in the strip club, I'd be like, oh, I wonder if he actually has a rhyme or reason to what he's doing, because no one's paying attention. But I think I might have been the only one because I was in the business.
The club owners and managers, they wanted the puker voice that nobody wants to do, but they wanted, all right, guys, let's hear those hands for that lady coming down off the stage. They wanted that stuff.
Yeah, nothing gets me more riled up than a guy talking like that. I can't stand up right now, Joe. Thanks.
That's awesome.
Glad I can help you out.
Oh, good talking to you, Joe.
Is that the only one that talks about strip clubs? Someone said I was a bouncer at the VU back in the late 90s, and after the club shut down, the lights came on, and the true party began. 2 words. Actually, it's 3, he says, but sex and drugs.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, or as Joe would say, squish.
Yes.
Yeah. Squish and drugs.
Well, I remember even recently we did a topic about worst jobs, and somebody said being the DJ at a strip club was the worst job for them because at first it was awesome because of the sex and the hookups and the hot chicks, and then it became terrible because of the sex with the crazy hot chicks that would then fight with each other and in turn fight with the DJ.
Oh, boy.
So it's probably fun for a little bit, and then you got to get out.
It seems like a special kind of workplace drama.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is. I can't imagine that you can sample a whole lot without there being drama.
It's kind of like a cinnamon roll. It's awesome at first, but then after a while, you're like, this is just too much.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I can put away a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
I'm talking about those big ass ones.
Oh, yeah, me too, buddy.
Cinnabon, I can eat maybe a bite of it, and I'm like, I'm done.
Oh, I love it.
Well, that's why
you need
boys
a nap afterwards, just like with the strippers.
Yeah.
You boys got to do the Cinnaholic, because at least they and that's to me because they give you all different kinds of cinnamon rolls at Cinnaholic, and so you feel like you're tasting a different one every time. That might be the stripper analogy. You know, you're going through a different. Oh, I'll try this one because I never had this one before.
A high class cinnamon roll,
yes,
as it were.
Well, and also I try and convince myself it's healthy because they're vegan.
There's that too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because all vegan food is healthy.
Right. It's
all the time.
I know.
Crystal, are you vegan? Oh, good. Then it's healthy.
Well, they got that one club with Casa Diablo. It's the Casa Diablo of Cinnabons.
There we go. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We want to know whether or not it was the current job or a past job. Why was it awesome? What made it awesome for you?
So I just texted, my job was awesome because when I worked at a big grocery chain, the store director gave my husband and I free tickets to the Mayhem Festival. And then my department manager bought us barbecue backstage tickets for Pain in the Grass, as long as we would be the designated driver. I was pregnant at the time, so that was a given, LOL. And that's from Cassie and Lacey.
Oh, that barbecue.
Always
man.
Fun. Sober, too. It's a blast.
Yeah. Oh, that's the great deal. I'm sorry, I know Danny, you listen, I know it's working here because of me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's why your job is
Are we still talking about worst or best? I'm getting our topics confused, BJ.
Yeah.
No, I've always loved my job beyond like the reasons that you would know, like going to Pain in the Grass backstage and stuff like that. It's because I get to wear whatever I want every morning, and I can get tattooed for work. I got a Kraken tattoo for work.
That's right.
Pretty amazing.
Like, when else can you do that and be like, I'm just going to go get tattooed for work today, guys?
Shout out to Jason over at BTU in Auburn.
Yeah.
BTU, me both.
It was awesome.
That is pretty wild. I mean, the idea that, you'd be thinking, oh, yeah, no, I'm going to get tattoos for my job, because no doubt about it, you two both got the tattoo because of something you said on your job.
It was funny because the other day I was at the gym and this dude Bruce had just met there, and he just comes up to me and he's just like, you a hockey fan? And I'm like, I joke, I'm like, why would you think that? He points at my leg because he's like, is that for the Kraken? I'm like, yeah. He's like, shouldn't you wait at least until they have a team to determine whether or not you want that permanently on your body? I'm like, nope, I'm in 100%.
All good.
Day one, baby.
It's funny too, whenever I'm out running, because I run a lot in West Seattle, and I see a Kraken flag outside. I always want to just like, hey,
what's up?
We're together on this, and I like show him my leg.
We need like a Kraken hand signal.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know.
No, I would
point to the butt and be like, no, that's probably not it.
No.
Steve, I would give your buddy a hard time.
Who's my buddy?
But the guy at the gym.
Well,
I would
we
give
met
him
once. I mean, that's rather aggressive.
Oh, he's not his buddy
forever.
I mean, we met once, BJ.
But we forget, you and I who aren't from here, there's a history of this. That's the thing. I'd be like, at first I thought, boy, that guy is being really like, well, really, of course we got a team. Get excited because this is going to be, we're going to have a great team. But I forgot about the Seattle Pilots, who were really only here for a year. Imagine if you got that Pilots tattoo, all excited for the first baseball team, MLB in Seattle, and then a year later they're gone.
But he was joking. He's not originally from here. He's from Pittsburgh. He's a Penguins fan. He's lived here for about 20-something years. I know a lot about my new friend.
Yeah, I guess you know a lot about your new friend. Wow.
But he's not from here, BJ.
Oh, yeah. So. Well, I will say that I think there is a little gun shy, though, if you're a Seattle fan. If you really do think, hey, this is going to be permanent, there's history. There's history of like, well, we thought we had a team for a little while.
Then I'll morph it into like, the Suzuki logo.
Oh, good call.
It's close enough.
Yeah, all right. There you go. You're
I really
a big
love
Suzuki fan.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
No.
I like it.
Well,
yeah.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Finish this sentence. My job is or was awesome because of blank.
So as I run those big tower cranes you see across the skyline. One job I worked had a woman doing topless yoga every morning in her condo. God bless America. LOL.
Okay, so she's doing topless yoga and not naked yoga. I don't even know what this is. I've never heard of topless yoga.
Well, I do topless yoga when I do it sometimes.
That's
Because
a good
the
point.
shirt, when I'm bent over, the shirt just falls down. And it's like if I'm wearing a hoodie, it's on my head. It's too much effort.
I'm just
Take
wondering.
the shirt off.
I mean, if you see cranes outside, and I'm wondering if you're like, oh, hey, I'll give the guys a show. I wonder if there's some thought in that. Because I've never heard of topless yoga.
I don't know if it's an actual, thing, topless yoga. I think she's just probably maybe she just likes to not wear a shirt in her house and just assumes there's not some pervy guy in a crane looking in.
Yeah, I work out naked a lot in my apartment.
Full
Really?
naked?
Yeah, for no reason.
Well,
if you Google search topless yoga, make sure your safe search is on.
Right.
Oh, really?
That's all I'm getting right now.
Oh, so there's a lot of it.
Yes.
And it's a thing. Is it a thing or is it just a
It's a thing on Pornhub.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
all
keep
right.
the safe search
All right,
on.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought it would happen
In
to
Puyallup,
me.
there's a hot topless yoga studio.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
really.
Okay. I was going to say another reason to go to Puyallup.
Yeah, as if you didn't need any more reasons. Come on.
All right, Vicky, again, I know that working with me has made your job awesome. And then, listen, you don't have to mention that. Thank you.
Sure. Mine is the fact that I have gotten to do so many things that if I was working any other job, I would have been fired for. And it's encouraged for me to do these things, like slap a coworker or throw a Pop-Tart at the wall or talk about my sexual exploits on the for everyone to hear. I don't think I could ever hold a regular job because I would be fired on the first day. It's like, oh yeah, normal people don't do this on a regular basis.
It is true. Really, this job is a human resources nightmare. And I've had conversations, early in my career about what we're doing on the show. And it was, I got out of a lot of trouble with the union and with bosses because I said, look, what we're doing is on air. We're not going out into the office talking like this. We're just doing our job in a studio, and as long as everything we say is FCC legal, and a lot of times FCC legal is not necessarily HR legal, which is really weird in this world we live in, but that's how it is.
Well, I just love being on a job where you could have a stupid idea from one of your kids about riding turtles, and then we can turn them into a T-shirt. You're actually selling on the Rock Shop right now, BJ.
Ride the turtle.
That, to me, is what makes our job awesome.
Yeah. Is that
no
really?
idea is a bad idea, right?
Truth. Yeah, I know. My son, the genius.
Never been more proud of him.
I try to get him to and then you go and encourage this. Thanks a lot.
Oh, printing money with these bitches, BJ. So you should thank him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if you'd like to ride the turtle and support a very bad idea, get your T-shirt today at KISW.com at the Rock Shop. I'm sure that, and then that'll just make me even more angry that this dumb idea seems to have caught on with people. Which, hey, I don't know if you know this, but 1 in 5 Americans say they've banned a specific board game from their home because things can get too heated. What game caused the most fights? I'll tell you at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another listener question. How do I rebuild my credit after filing bankruptcy?
You rebuild it, one creditor at a time by making your payments on time on your rent or your mortgage, by continuing to make car payments on a car that you keep during your case. You can also, as I said earlier, you can almost always get a credit card almost immediately after filing bankruptcy. Sometimes it's a secured card, and it'll almost always have a really high interest rate on it. But you can get a small balance credit card and charge a tank of gas or a dinner once a month on that and make the payment, pay it off every month, and that'll help you build a credit history one creditor at a time, and will help you rebuild your credit over time.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
From Random House Children's Books comes Growing Pangs, a relatable graphic novel by Catherine Ormsby and Molly Brooks about growing up and OCD. Katie's a little different, but her best friend Casey accepts her for who she is. But when Casey starts to act strange, Katie begins to worry. She knows tapping on a drawer 3 times won't make her worries go away, but she can't stop. Is something wrong with her? And will anyone want to be friends with her if they find out? Growing Pangs is available wherever books are sold.